Chapter 16. The Lemondrop Gang. Get all the girls. Another hot day and another meeting in a bush. But this time Simon was livid and he was in full cliché mode. Okay guys, let me just run this up the flagpole. You had the most sellable commodity in a consumer-rich environment. You had all your ducks in a row. It should have been as easy as shooting fish in a barrel, like grabbing low-hanging fruit. But you guys managed to miss all the fish and all the fruit. Just what the hell went wrong? Harry and Jensen looked suitably embarrassed, but Dippy just smiled, as he didn't care if the business worked or not. He was just enjoying the human company. Well, Simon, I'll tell you exactly what went wrong. People wouldn't buy anything, said Jensen, stating the absolutely obvious. Did you give out free samples, dudes? Well, no, because it costs 4p to make each sweet, so it would have been a waste of money just to give them away, said Harry. No, you gotta speculate to accumulate. It's basic business practice, guys. Oh, okay. I think we're getting it now, Simon. Yeah, that does make sense. Makes sense. Does that? Does. Right, good. At last we're getting somewhere. Now, tell me exactly how the prospective customers reacted, and what reason they gave for not buying the product. Harry and Jensen told Simon every last detail. Even the platform shoe kid's last insult of the Lemondrop Gang was mentioned. And this struck a chord with Simon. Lemondrop Gang, huh? I like it. It has a ring to it. It describes who we are and exactly what we're selling. Harry, Jensen and Dippy were baffled, but they kept quiet and let Simon talk. He was very good at making completely nonsensical things sound very sensical. Right, guys, from now on, we'll be known as the Lemondrop Gang. Everybody will remember that name, I'll guarantee that. It is memorable. It is indeed, Simon, lad. Yeah, I agree too. So, the infamous Lemondrop Gang was born, and off went Simon again. He was really enjoying the meeting. This was his calling. The meeting continued in the bushes. Right, guys, we all now need a pseudonym. Oh, okay then, Simon, said Jensen. Yeah, I think you're right, added Harry. Me too, as well, too, agreed Dippy, looking at the other two, who were looking at each other, as they were all thinking the same thing. So Harry was the one to ask. Who's Sue Denham, and does she go to our school? No, guys, Sue Denham, not Sue Denham. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I see what happened, but no. Sue Denham means an alter ego. The boys' faces were still blank. A nickname? Said Simon, and finally they understood. All right, I get it now. Yeah. What about Jensen, the exterminator? Harry the henchman. What about Dippy the delinquitator? No, guys, we're selling special sweets. We're not selling guns to the IRA. We need something slightly friendlier and more product related. The boys knew Simon was right again. Damn, he was good at this. Tell you what, guys, let's make the nicknames confectionery based. When I point at you, shout out your favorite cake or sweet. Simon pointed quickly at the boys, and one by one they shouted out, Tutti Frutti,
Cream Puff, Fairy Cake.
Tutti Frutti, Cream Puff, and Fairy Cake. I think those names might be just a little bit too friendly. I think you might be right again, Simon, said Jensen. Yeah, I agree, added Harry.
Me too, again,
agreed Dippy.
Anyway, guys, not to worry. We'll sort that out in the days to come. For now, let's just get out there and actually do some selling this time. Okay?
Okay, said Jensen.
All right,
added Harry.
All right, and okay,
agreed Dippy.
Come on, guys. Let's have some more enthusiasm, huh?
Simon raised his voice in an attempt to motivate the boys.
Are we gonna sell today? Let me hear you say, yes!
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Come on, guys. I still can't hear you.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Come on, Tutti Frutti, Fairy Cake, and Cream Puff. Let me hear you say, yeah!
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
They all screamed. The boys were now suitably G'd up and probably ready for anything, so they gave each other a high five and jumped out of the bushes. But standing there, alerted by all the strange shouting from within the bushes, was the platform-shoed kids from the night before.
Well, if it isn't the Lemondrop gang, said the tallest one.
Shit, I hope they didn't hear any of that, thought all the boys.
Hello, Lemondrop gang, or should I say Tutti Frutti, Fairy Cake and Cream Puff?
So they did hear everything, and the boys were completely embarrassed. What a disaster! But Simon thought quickly and turned the situation to their advantage. Hey guys, remember what John McIntosh did in the 1890s? He whispered. But the boys just looked at each other in utter confusion. No, not really, Simon, 'cause none of us were born then, said Jensen.
You know, John McIntosh, of McIntosh's toffee. The toffee that's not too hard and not too soft.
The boys still looked confused.
He invented Quality Street chocolates and toffees. He opened a factory just over the hill there in Halifax. And in his first week of trading, he gave away everything for free because he was so confident that after getting a taste for it, the people would return for more.
I bet they bloody did if it was free, smirked Harry.
Well, obviously it wasn't free the next time, you damned idiot. God, I do despair, snapped Simon, who was now rapidly losing faith in his amateur business partners.
I knew that, lied Harry.
Anyway, watch and learn, boys. Watch and learn, said Simon as he approached the platform-shoed gang and offered them a free sample of the merchandise.
And sure enough, they took the free sample without any hesitation. I mean, who wouldn't? All Simon, Harry, Jensen and Dippy had to do was sit back and watch the events unfold.
15 minutes later, and after an impromptu performance of an episode of The Magic Roundabout, where each of the Platform Shoot gang had impersonated the characters of Brian the Snail, Dougal the Shaggy Dog, Dylan the Space Rabbit, Ermintrude the Pink Cow, and Florence. But the funniest of them all was the biggest kid, who was Zebedee, and he boinged his way all over Braithwaite School. The entire Platform Shoot gang and all those who'd witnessed the live version of the Magic Roundabout immediately formed a queue for the special sweets. They'd had such a good time that they just couldn't resist. But this time they all had to pay 8 pence per sweet, so a full 4 pence profit was made per sweet. Cheap at twice the price was Simon's favourite expression. Spread the word, guys, was his second. You see how easy that was? All I had to do was apply some initiative, and boom, there you go. Sales galore, bragged Simon. They all nodded. Once you had a sales technique, it was much easier. Dippy, you best get cooking a new batch, because I've got a feeling we're gonna need as much as you can make. Sure thing, boss. Just as long as me mum's out. Oh, I got a feeling that she will be. Yeah, she probably will. And so word spread, and it began. The cooking, the selling, and then again, and then again. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And what did that all mean? Money, and lots of it. Sometimes up to £2 profit per day. And in 1976, when you were just 14, £2 was a large amount of money. It was all going so smoothly, and they were now living life in the fast lane. They were popular. They had the girls, and lots of them. Well, 2, Jennifer and Tracy. And after just a few weeks of selling, when they had a big pot of money built up, they did what all kids do. They hit the toy shop. Toy shops in the 70s were very different to present-day toy shops. Back then, they were magical wonderlands. Yes, they were often visited, but they were rarely visited to actually purchase toys, because times were much harder then. The country's economy was in a terrible state, and it was getting worse. Credit cards were a new thing, and just weren't used by working class families. So there was not much personal debt. The only money that was spent was money that you had, and it was in short supply, so it had to be spent wisely. So now you can imagine how we all felt when we walked into Conway's toy shop in Keighley Town Centre, with our pockets stuffed with money. We had an amazing £12 each. Yes, we were £12 millionaires, and it was like our best Christmas and birthdays all rolled into one. Our senses were on high alert. The bright lights, the fresh smell of the toy shop carpet, the colourful display of goodies, and the sounds of our own thumping hearts. And as we made our way through the aisles, we were dizzy with excitement. Yes, technically, we were a bit old for toy shops, but kids were younger then, and the toys were just so colourful and appealing. But by far the most popular colour was red. There was the bright red suit of the $6 million man with real bionic eye, the bright red winding unit for the Evil Knievel bike, the bright red of the Starsky and Hutch car complete with matching figures, and of course the daddy of all toys, a red Etch-a-Sketch. And what did I buy? A Scale-Electric racing set, with a red Ferrari, of course. In fact, after all these years, I still have it, and with a bit of spit and polish, I can get it to work again just like it was new. Things were certainly built to last in those days. But the cherry on the cake for Jensen and I was our new company vehicles that we traded for a bag of sweets each. Two almost new Raleigh choppers. The absolute must-have for any self-discerning kid of the 70s. Mine was ultraviolet purple, and Jensen's was of course red. Yes, they would wobble at high speed. Yes, they would occasionally slip out of gear at the most inopportune moment. And yes, the gear stick would nobble your nether regions. But those bikes looked great, and that was all that mattered. Riding our comfy cruisers around Braithwaite was the greatest feeling ever. We were kings of the road and masters of all that we surveyed. We were untouchable, so we headed to where all the biggest movers and shakers went. It was the place to be seen. It was the Stringfellows of Braithwaite. It was the local youth club. And off we swaggered to meet our adoring public.